We often think big transformations require big actions. We imagine ourselves making radical changes, overnight overhauls of our habits and routines. But the truth is much simpler, much more subtle. Real change, lasting change, starts with tiny, almost imperceptible shifts. Think of a ship's rudder. A tiny turn of the wheel doesn't seem like much. Yet, over time, that small adjustment changes the ship's entire course. Our habits are like that rudder. Small changes in our daily routines, tiny tweaks to our behavior, can steer us towards a completely different destination. This isn't just a feel-good idea. There's hard science behind it. Research shows that our brains are wired to conserve energy. We develop habits, routines to automate our behavior and reduce mental strain. By introducing small changes, we can rewire those automatic responses, slowly shifting our course without overwhelming our brain's natural resistance to change. Motivation is often misunderstood. We tend to think of it as an inherent trait, something you either have or you don't. But motivation is not a fixed state. It's a dynamic process, a complex interplay of biological, psychological, and social factors. At its core, motivation is about desire. It's the driving force that propels us toward a goal, a reward, or a state of satisfaction. This desire activates specific neural pathways, releasing dopamine, a neurochemical associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine rush reinforces the behavior, making us more likely to repeat it. Understanding this neurological underpinning is crucial. It tells us that motivation isn't just about willpower. It's about understanding how our brains work and leveraging those mechanisms to our advantage. By setting clear, achievable goals and associating them with positive rewards, we can tap into our brain's natural reward system, making motivation a sustainable force in our lives. Habits are the building blocks of our daily lives. They are the automatic routines we perform without conscious thought, from brushing our teeth to checking our phones. These habits are formed through a simple yet powerful neurological loop. This loop, often referred to as the habit loop, consists of three key elements: a cue, a routine, and a reward. The cue is a trigger that initiates the habit, like the sight of your toothbrush. The routine is the behavior itself, the act of brushing your teeth. And the reward is the positive reinforcement that strengthens the habit, like the feeling of a clean mouth. Breaking down habits into this simple framework makes them less intimidating, more manageable. It allows us to identify the cues that trigger unwanted habits and replace them with positive alternatives. It also highlights the importance of rewards. By consciously associating desired behaviors with positive reinforcement, we can strengthen the habit loop, making it more likely to stick. Motivation without direction is like a ship without a rudder. It might generate a burst of energy, but it won't lead to lasting change. To sustain motivation, we need a clear sense of purpose, a compelling why that anchors our efforts and gives meaning to our actions. This why isn't about grand, abstract ideals. It's about connecting with something deeply personal, something that resonates with your values, your aspirations, your deepest sense of self. It could be a desire to improve your health, to deepen your relationships, to make a difference in the world, or simply to live a life of greater purpose and meaning. Finding your why is a journey of self-discovery. It requires introspection, honest reflection, and a willingness to confront your fears and insecurities. But the rewards are immense. When you connect with your why, motivation ceases to be a struggle. It becomes an intrinsic force, a natural extension of your deepest desires and aspirations. Section 5, Starting Small. One of the biggest obstacles to change is the feeling of overwhelm. We set ambitious goals, envisioning a complete transformation, then get discouraged by the sheer magnitude of the task. But lasting change doesn't happen overnight. It starts with small, manageable steps. Instead of aiming for a complete overhaul, focus on one small habit you want to change. It could be something as simple as drinking a glass of water every morning, taking a 5-minute walk during lunch, or reading for 10 minutes before bed. The key is to choose something achievable, something you can realistically commit to every day. These small wins might seem insignificant at first, but they have a powerful cumulative effect. Each successful repetition strengthens the habit loop, building momentum and confidence. As you experience the positive effects of these small changes, you'll be more motivated to tackle bigger challenges, gradually expanding your comfort zone and creating lasting transformation. Section 6. Building momentum. Motivation is not a constant state. It ebbs and flows, influenced by our mood, our energy levels, and the challenges we face. But even when motivation wanes, we can keep moving forward by harnessing the power of momentum. Momentum is the force that keeps us going even when we don't feel like it. It's the result of consistent action, of repeatedly showing up and doing the work, even when it's hard. The more we act, the more momentum we build, creating a virtuous cycle where effort breeds progress and progress fuels further effort. To build momentum, focus on consistency over intensity. It's better to take small, consistent steps than to make sporadic bursts of effort. Establish a clear routine, a set time and place for your desired habit, and stick to it religiously. This consistency creates a sense of rhythm, a natural flow that carries you forward even when motivation dips. Section 7. Overcoming obstacles. The path to lasting change is rarely smooth. There will be obstacles, setbacks, and moments of doubt. The key is to anticipate these challenges and develop strategies to overcome them. One effective strategy is to reframe obstacles as opportunities for growth. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, see them as valuable feedback, a chance to learn and adapt. Analyze what went wrong, identify the triggers that led to the setback, and brainstorm alternative approaches. Another powerful tool is self-compassion. When you stumble, don't beat yourself up. Treat yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend facing a similar challenge. Acknowledge your efforts, celebrate your progress, and focus on the lessons learned rather than dwelling on the setback. Our mindset plays a powerful role in shaping our motivation and our ability to achieve our goals. A growth mindset, characterized by a belief in our capacity to learn and grow, fosters resilience, fuels effort, and enhances our ability to overcome challenges. When we embrace a growth mindset, we view setbacks not as failures, but as opportunities for learning and development. We're more likely to embrace challenges, persist in the face of difficulty, and seek out feedback as a means of improvement. Cultivating a growth mindset is an ongoing process. It involves consciously challenging limiting beliefs, reframing negative self-talk, and focusing on our potential for growth. It also requires surrounding ourselves with supportive people who encourage our efforts and believe in our capacity to achieve our goals. We are social creatures, wired for connection and belonging. This social nature extends to our motivation and our ability to achieve our goals. Surrounding ourselves with a supportive community can provide a powerful boost to our efforts. A supportive community offers encouragement, accountability, and inspiration. It provides a safe space to share our struggles, celebrate our successes, and learn from each other's experiences. It can also provide practical support, like sharing resources, offering advice, or simply being there to listen and offer a helping hand. Building a supportive community takes effort. It involves actively seeking out like-minded individuals, nurturing relationships, and offering support to others. It also involves being vulnerable, sharing our own struggles and aspirations, and creating a space of trust and mutual encouragement. Throughout history, countless individuals have transformed their lives through the power of habit change and sustained motivation. Their stories offer powerful lessons and inspiration for our own journeys. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before achieving literary success, Rowling faced numerous rejections, financial hardship, and personal struggles. Yet she persisted, driven by her passion for storytelling and her belief in her own abilities. Rowling's story, like countless others, demonstrates the power of resilience, the importance of believing in ourselves, and the transformative potential of consistent effort. These stories remind us that change is possible, that even in the face of adversity, we can achieve our goals and create a life of meaning and purpose. The journey of personal transformation is not a destination, but an ongoing process. It's a continuous cycle of setting goals, developing habits, overcoming obstacles, and adapting to new challenges. The key is to embrace the journey, to find joy in the process of growth and self-discovery. Remember that change takes time. Be patient with yourself, celebrate small victories, and don't be discouraged by setbacks. Focus on the progress you've made, the lessons you've learned, and the person you're becoming. The most important step is the one you take today. Choose one small habit you want to change, connect with your why, and start building momentum. The journey may be challenging, but the rewards are immeasurable. Embrace the process, and you'll unlock a life of greater purpose, fulfillment, and lasting transformation.